Hello, and welcome to Field Data Management Cloud Service Overview. My name is Darius Perminas, and I'm Product Manager. Today, when we talk to our users, we hear them complaining about the challenges that they meet in the field when they need to collect the data in there. Typically, they would use paper forms, and they would use separate digital camera to take the pictures of a site. However, then they have all those challenges when they have to combine the data together, also bring that bring that back to the office, digitalize it, somehow maintain it and control it, assign that to different team members for the actions and etc. So what we would like to talk today about is the new Bentley solution called Field Data Management. Imagine having all your forms in your mobile device that you can use it offline or online, and then you have all your forms coming to the central place and you can manage and control those forms from there. So let's talk about that. There are two major moving parts here. The first one is the cloud service development. The cloud service is the place where you will start by creating your form definition there, and later on you can manage the already submitted form from a field. And the second moving part is our mobile applications that allows you to consume the forms that you create in the cloud space. Today we do support ProjectWise Edge for Windows, ProjectWise Edge for iOS, and ProjectWise Worksite for iOS. If you open one of that app, you will notice the forms orb, and by hitting that form, you'll have that orb. You will have the ability to choose the form definition that you just created in the cloud space to consume. However, everything will start from a cloud space. When you are connected in the Bentley Connect portal and when you are in your project space, you'll notice field data management. And when you hit on that, you will enter to your form management area. Typically, you will start by creating your own form definition. It is completely web-based forms designer, but you still can move a lot of controls to your form, and also you can replicate your paper forms by moving those objects in the canvas um, that you also uh, can put the styles that you want, or you can put company logo on top of forms and etc. Created forms will be added into the categories that you will also create yourself. So for instance, I'm creating a site diary form and I'll be adding that form into the category called daily. So later on, when my users in the field want to fill out a form, first what they need to do is to choose the category and then to find the form within that category to fill out. Later on, when you have created your own forms and you want to reuse that forms in the other projects, what you can do, you can go and search for that form, either using trying to search for the form name or by coming and trying to find the project from recent projects, or just typing the project name and searching for the project and just grabbing and copying the form from that project. However, if you want to have a quick start, you can use one of our provided daily log templates. It's a daily log template, meeting minutes template, and the safety checklist template. You can import that template and use it straight away, or if you want to tune it, that template, you have the full flexibility to do that. You can actually edit that template, for instance, the safety checklist. If you do not want to use um, that portion of questions, you can just simply remove those questions from there. You can add your own questions to this safety checklist questionnaire, and you can, if you want, put the company logo on top of form, and you can just approve that form and use it. So there's a lot of flexibility what you can do about the templates that we provide. When you import form or you create a new form, the form will have three statuses: draft, archived, and approved. The draft status is when you still creating and editing that form, which means that the end users are not able to see that form. When your form is ready and you want it uh, to start consuming that in a field, you will approve that form. It immediately gets exposed in the mobile devices, and your users will have the ability to start filling that out. If you do not want to delete the form definition and you do not want to let your users fill that form anymore, you will use the archived status, and this form will be archived in your project. Really nice feature what you can do about the form definition is sharing that. So for instance, you have 10 projects and you have a safety checklist form that you want to use in all of your 10 projects. So the challenging part can be when you really need to change a couple fields in that safety checklist form. So to avoid editing 10 forms one by one, what you can do is you can share a form in one of your projects and the rest projects can use that shared form. It means that later on when you change something on the form, the other projects will immediately inherit that change. So you save a lot of time by editing all those remaining forms, and it will it will really uh, save a lot of time for you. When we're talking about consumption of a forms, one place where you can access the form definition is the web browser. So for instance, you don't have a mobile device close to you. So what you can do, you can still fire up internet browser, go to your project space, find the form and fill out the form there. However, our primary form consumption points will be our applications. You have the ability to cache the form on your mobile device by favoriting the form by clicking on that star. It means that the form definition will be stored in your application, and even though if you're disconnected from the internet, you'll have the ability to open that form definition and fill out as many forms using that form definition as needed. If you're using mobile device and if you have location services turned on, you can store latitude and longitude. It's really helpful when you later on want to see the forms as a pinpoints on a map. Really nice feature about the forms is that if you want to somehow create a relationship of a form that you just created with the engineering content that you have in your ProjectWise design integration repository, you can select the form that you just filled out and click on that association icon on your application, and it will give you the opportunity to navigate to your ProjectWise design integration repository and choose either folder or document in there to associate the form with. By clicking on that choose, you will create immediately an association to that form. And as you can see in the screen, the form has the association column that shows the ProjectWise URL as a link to this form. And also, when you navigate in your ProjectWise design integration repository, and you can notice a small form icon next to your document. So when you click on that, it will select the document there, and it will list down all the forms that are associated to this document. Also, as mentioned in the beginning, the central place for the forms to manage forms will be the forms register that you will access by clicking on the field data management tile in your project. You will see all the forms classified by categories, also providing you the quick statistics about the forms that are in the project. And also what you can do here, you can assign those forms to the users for them to action on that form, and also create really um, comprehensive PDF reports that you can later on reuse that and send that via email or just store them. So that's very quick overview about the field data management solution. Find us on Facebook, be communities, post questions there. We'll be super happy to engage with you in there. And once again, thanks for your attention.